Cancer, these things are hard to talk about. Some people will get it. Some people never will. If you get it, there's no need to worry. If you don't, there's no need to be happy about it. Do you understand? So what's most important? The most important thing is to take care of yourself. Manage yourself, manage your diet, manage your nutrition. Then that's okay. At least you can answer to yourself. Do you understand? As for the rest, we can't control it. There's nothing we can do to control it. It's like our parents. We can't control them, right? If there's nothing you can do, then there's nothing you can do. But if today you have the choice to take this product, and let me tell you, I've said this so many times, I'm not here today to sell you a product. I'm not telling you that taking this will definitely make you stay away from cancer, because it contains many key elements for prevention. It has many anti-inflammatory properties. 2 types of anti-inflammation. Inflammation, the swelling and irritation. This product fights inflammation, combats aging, and contains medicinal herbs. Why am I so sure? Because I am a scientist, because I invented this product, so of course I know what good things are inside it. Yes, as I just mentioned, our product, it's not just an ordinary health supplement. A typical health supplement salesperson would just say, oh, you know what? Wow, this product contains ingredient A, ingredient B, ingredient C, right? That's all a salesperson can do. Just list the ingredients. Isn't that what product sellers do? All they care about is whether this works or not. Oh, this has ingredient AA, ingredient B, right? Every time you all start off like, wow, this is really great. This one has vitamin C 100 times more. Mine only has 10 times, but this one has 100 times, so it must be better, right? Sorry, but people like that are very superficial. The risks are simply unknown. Guanyin, the Bodhisattva, is watching people in the world. Guanyin sees that people are very superficial. Sorry, not to insult anyone, but it's a fact. So today, do you want to be a superficial person? Or do you want to be a little bodhisattva like Guanyin, who is so charming? Do you want to be an ordinary, not so superficial person? Or do you want to be a little one who endures hardship? No offense to any religion, okay? I'm just making a joke here. I don't want to be a little icon, right? Of course, if you have other abilities, you can give me a different name. But we all want to be a little angel, right? Because we don't want to be superficial people. What is a superficial person? It's someone who only looks at the surface. When it comes to the active ingredients in products, in this day and age, it's not just about looking at that anymore. In this era, it's about looking deeper. Which of the active ingredients inside our products can be activated by technology? It's like an X. Do you know what X is? The activator of X. Do you understand what the activator of X means? My explanation might not be very clear. Could you help me translate what X is? It's like the activation of the X in an equation. It's about activation. So today, why do we have teacher calls? Do smartphones have F? Smartphones have F8? But did regular phones like the old BlackBerry have apps? No, they didn't. So today, our product has it, but where is the app? It's not just about having it, it's inside, like the genes in your body. So am I talking about genes? If what you consume can activate this thing, then we need to gradually educate people about it. Education, education. Because you might need 5 or 10 years to get used to it. When Apple first started, a lot of people didn't know how to use it. Not just my dad, even me, 10 or 20 years ago, and my daughter 20 years ago. We might have been very unfamiliar with the iPhone, right? Because you're really afraid when there's no pattern. Like, how do you make a call without a button? Do you understand what I mean? Us 20 years ago? You've forgotten. When you first started, you didn't know how to use it. Now, leaders know how to use it 20 years later. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's the same thing. 20 years ago, we didn't know how to use these apps. But 20 years later, everyone's like, oh, this product, do you get what I mean? Okay, so we're just like Apple, this health supplement, okay? That's why Apple is now worth billions, tens of billions, even hundreds of billions. That value Apple and partner companies. So if our company goes public and you're all shareholders, or let's say you're our pioneers, we call ourselves pioneers, and all of you here are pioneers. Why are you pioneers? Because you are the second batch. This is the second time you're hearing me talk about this, right? Last time, I was the first batch, and this is the second time, so you are the second batch. And the whole of Malaysia, how many people are there in Malaysia? Over 30 million people. And how many of you are there now? 30 people. You are less than 1%. Give yourself a hand, man. You are currently part of an incredibly exclusive group of the very first pioneers, representing less than 1%. So today, our primary goal is to share this exciting news with everyone. And in the future, we are going to be just as influential as Apple. All right? Okay, now please let me continue with the rest of the presentation. Okay, this is it. You understand, right? It's like a switch. You can control it. You can turn your memory switch on or off, right? Look. Maybe I shouldn't explain this. If I still have to explain, then I'm in trouble. Okay, good genes are needed. Good genes. Switch to a golden sheep. Very good. Yeah, very good. Okay, you really get it. Okay, wow. What is this thing? Do you want to take a picture? So, what is this thing? It's really mysterious, just very mysterious. Because we are high tech. What is big technology? If you can't understand it, if you don't get what it is, then it's high tech. Otherwise, of course, you are high tech, right? In the future, we'll be companies worth several billion, even several trillion. If that's not the case, then you could be that kind of company, right? It's that simple. Okay, so for these things today, it's fine if you don't understand them. But the most important thing is that every cell, every single cell in your body, whether it's a dot or not, inside there are hearts, eyes, everything, even your hair, your tongue. Your tongue also has these cells. So what's inside the cells? There are these so-called things. Isn't this talking about MTR here? We are talking about MRT at this time, right? We have some of those. In Hong Kong, it's called NDR, and it's basically the same thing. What is the MRP line? It's like different train lines, right? But they all go to the same destination, don't they? They all have to go back to that so-called bus terminal, right? Why is it called a bus terminal? Is it something from the 1980s? If I have to explain, it's from the 1980s. Okay, but what about its stations? Why does it go here and there? Why is that? He goes to different places and he has to go back. Why did I mention this area just now? It's because our outer area is like, if it's Singapore, Malaysia, this is where there's immigration and customs. So I need to explain this. Actually, I'm pretty impressive. I can call it immigration custom, you know? So this is immigration custom. What is immigration custom? What do they manage? They handle customs declaration and inspection, right? Isn't that so? What does immigration manage? Since you have things going out and coming in, so what needs to come in? For example, the food you eat today. It turns into nutrients, right? Didn't I just mention nutrients? The water you drink, it also contains some impurities, and basically anything can come in. So if it's something good, this is called, then it will pass through this receptor. That means it will bring things in, and if it brings them in, this here is your DNA. DNA, do you understand what DNA is? Genes, right? So can these genes be changed or not? They can't be changed because they are given to us by our mom and dad, right? So once they're given to us, whenever something comes in, anything can come in, okay? It comes in. Then it depends on whether it's turned on or off. For example, if this is a cancer gene, this is a cancer gene. Let's say, for example, this DNA is a cancer gene. So today you need to eat something good to control this switch here. Switch it on or switch it off. Do you want it on or off? If you turn this on, it's a cancer gene. Turn it off, turn it off, turn it off. You need to eat good things to turn it off. Do along, don't turn it on. Do along. If you turn it on, why don't you try it yourself? Then there will be a cancer is accumulated. It's not caused by a single factor. There are many possibilities. Sometimes it takes 100 different things to accumulate. So nowadays, cancer isn't something you get just by eating one particular thing. It's not right to say, if I eat this, I'll easily get cancer. It really takes accumulation. That's why, in many cases, cancer appears when people are older. Of course, there are some cancers that young people can get as well. The majority, most people, the older you get, the more likely you are to develop cancer. Okay, that's because you accumulate a lot of harmful things over time, building up and building up. So, wow, your first accumulation, didn't I just mention 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, even billions? When you accumulate so much, that's when problems arise. Okay, it's the same thing. I'm just using cancer as an example, but it can be other diseases, like your hand hurts, or you feel very itchy, or you have a headache. All illnesses come about in this way. You understand diseases all come from this. You understand? That's why I said at the beginning that the environment is very important. Your environment is very, very important. So you've absorbed a lot of things, all right? then you'll have a good outcome. Your result depends on how you started. If you start off well, you'll naturally get a good result. If you give it a bad start, you'll end up with the worst result, right? That's right. As they say, rubbish in, rubbish out. Right? If you feed it junk, you'll get junk results. So if you don't take care of your body today, that's what will happen. Actually, a lot of us complain and blame the heavens saying, oh, why God, why did you give me cancer? Why did you give me this disease or that disease? It's just that we don't want to spend money. It's your own responsibility. Have you ever thought about what you're eating? And it's not just about food. It's also your lifestyle habits, your stress. Some people are very stressed. Some people love to scold their husbands. Some love to scold their wives. From now on, you should cherish and love each other. Don't argue. Don't fight with your good friends. Not arguing is also a kash. Of negative impact, negative. Every time you complain, get angry, or hold a grudge, you're giving into it. This kind of negativity, let me tell you, emotions can affect our bodies and our minds. The brain will secrete some harmful substances because your negative thoughts will lead to negative things, and those negative things become your key. Do you understand? Do you understand what that key means? So your stress factors, your negativity, your hatred, hating others, your anger, being angry with everyone. But quarreling with anyone, it's all the same. It all contributes. Got it? So starting from today. Okay, sometimes it's still hard to endure. I know it's very hard to endure. I myself can't always do it either. I'm just willing to set this as a goal for you, but if you can, you have to remember that it will affect yourself, your body's command, that action. You really have to cultivate yourself. You have to slowly, as we say, cultivate, and follow Buddha. It's okay, it's okay. Okay, so you understand what I'm trying to say, right? Okay, but at least, of course, you also need to eat good food, right? All right, okay. So what I'm telling you is all of this is high tech. Why? Because what we eat, the placental extract product, we have a special way to turn it into a processed extract. An extract is it's like an extraction and also processing to turn it into something good. It's kind of like when we make a key. You know, when you make a key, doesn't it have to be shaped by that groove? The groove on the key, you know. For example, different keys have different designs, even if it's the same design. So we need to use high technology to create the design. To make this design, we have to make thousands of different keys for you. Keys, you know, keys. Hey, when you use this key and go in, doesn't it enter your body, right? It unlocks you. Like here is the anti-aging gene, anti-aging. So it can activate all of your, wow. I've been eating nuts since I was little, sigh. Don't talk about 10 years ago, my husband, Brother Yang. I look 20 years younger. Is it possible? It's possible. Look at me. A friend in the back, Alfred, can you stand up, please? Yes, you guess how old he is? Do you know how old he is? If you know, don't say it. If you don't know, guess how old he is. He's only 8 years old. Okay? Does he really look like he is 80 years old to you? Honestly, he looks, you know, actually, when we first met him in person, his skin was very folded and quite weathered. And then there were just so many deep wrinkles everywhere, a whole lot of them covering his face. This old class, oh, the senior class. What is a senior class anyway? This senior class, and then after that, very old, sorry. You really look like you're over 80, you know. But then after that, he started using our products, our facial masks on Facebook. Well, no kidding. He looks 10 years younger in the videos. And if you keep observing him, he will look like he's 60 or 50 years old, which is 30 years younger, 30 years. Wow, if today I could look like I did 30 years ago, I would be very happy too. Okay, understand? So this definitely has anti-aging effects. It definitely has anti-aging effects. It's anti-aging. I'm very, very happy to tell you that.